All right, the Reds Fridays talking Reds. Gareth Roberts, Craig Hannon. The Reds are back in Europe, as we know. The draw's been done, as we know. And today is a good day because there's lots of chat about what aways are you doing, how are you getting there, all that stuff, all that exciting stuff. Last night, I was having a little wee drink in the house. And I was having a big...
How many wee drinks?
A few, to be fair. And I was having a big think about the draw, about who we've got. And I've decided Red Star Belgrade sounds good to me. I just think, like, you know, I'm old enough to remember when they won it, when they had Darko, Panchev and the like. And I don't know, there's like there's a bit of romance about it for me. Because, you know, I think what's good about it is that if you're constantly qualifying for Europe and the Champions League, you can end up meeting the same sides over and over and over and over. It all gets a bit predictable and a bit... So Red Star Belgrade, something different.
It's got just enough mystery about it, I think. Like, and it's what you said earlier. It's the fact that it would offer us up some stories. Like, I've been campaigning for this bus that we got to Kiev to go to Belgrade. There hasn't been too many takers on it yet, so it might just be me and like maybe a pile of you lot, whoever's up for it. But no, I think you're right. I think there's going to be a massive crowd go to Paris, isn't there? That's the one.
Paris. Sorry.
There's going to be a lot going to the capital of France,
Paris.
And I think Belgrade, Napoli. I think there was a bit of trouble last time Liverpool played Napoli in Naples, so not sure about that one. But yeah, Belgrade. We're going to have to work on that one, Robbo. I know.
I mean, look, in all seriousness as well. I mean, like, you know, people who do go home and away and do go regularly, like there will be concerns about going to Napoli after what happened last time. I've seen lots of people just saying I just don't fancy it, and absolutely fair enough. I mean, you know, seen someone tweet this morning stabbing it, and so, you know, kind of don't fancy it. It doesn't.
But then we all went to Rome, didn't we? And everyone talked about Rome as if it was a war zone.
And Rome was great. Rome was great. I mean, maybe Naples need to do a bit of work, need to do a bit of PR around it. I don't know, but yeah, Rome was sound. Napoli, I don't know.
Napoli Stadium, it strikes me as just one of those ones that's like, you know, can. Not just the fans, but the way the stadium is, it can properly influence a game. Like, you watch the European games, if you've watched the Man City documentary, and they play Napoli in their first game, and they walk around it, and they say it's like being in Gladiator, the way the stadium is, and it's sort of old and archaic. But so yeah, there's something. I'm sure Naples will be lovely, but so far I'm doing Paris, and I'd like to do Belgrade. Like, if we can get the bus to Belgrade, I'm well on it.
Also, there seems to be some pants shitting going on, and I'm not into it. Like, all this, we've got a tough group. Who's that? Forget that. We'll just win it with Liverpool, we're sound, we'll get out the group, we'll carry on, it's what we do. And, like, I just think, you know, I've seen Klopp's reaction to it, and he just basically went, it is what it is. Yeah. And, like, he's not into the cry-arsing about, it would have been great if we got X and Y, and that could have meant that we rested him, and all that. You just got to deal with it, crack on. You know, there is a period now which I've noticed a lot of media this morning are piling on, and they're basically going, ooh, look at this, ooh, that's hard, isn't it? So basically there is a period, September, October, where Liverpool play Tottenham on September the 15th, PSG on the 18th, Southampton, they're at home, PSG home, Southampton home on the 22nd, Chelsea in the League Cup, which was drawn last night, on the 25th or the 26th, may have been confirmed by the time this goes out. Then Chelsea away on the 29th, Napoli away on October the 3rd, and Manchester City home on October the 7th. Now, to me, that just sounds dead exciting. All those games you can go to, all those big games to get excited about, and games that define your season. And we've got a big squad, we've got players that we're happy with, we like the manager. Why are we shitting our pants about it, and why are media trying to stir it up as though, like, this is where Liverpool's season falls over? Nah, this is where we make our season.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've had too many years where we've been in the Europa League, and we've had to, we've had some terrible teams come to Anfield, and you just can't get up for it. Well, PSG at home's the first one.
Yeah.
Like, that run of games, so excited. I'm like thinking, my God, like, that's exactly what you're a football fan for. PSG at home. Even the likes of the League Cup. The League Cup can be a bit of a dead rubber at the start of it if you've got, teams from lower leagues or whatever, and we've got Chelsea at home, and whether we play first team or not, it's still Chelsea, and that's exciting.
There's a bit more importance to that, I think, now as well, because we play them in the Cup, and then we play them in the league straight after. So psychologically, you're going to want to win that Cup one, and like, I think for the first season ever, I'm starting to falter a little bit about the League Cup. And some people will be delighted about this because they always get on my case. But I've always said you just win it. You win any cup, you win any silverware, you talk about it later and all that. This season, I'm just so excited about how good Liverpool are. I kind of think if you just ended the season and you've won the League Cup, it's almost a little bit of a disappointment. I know it sounded a bit of a tit there. But what I mean is, I kind of feel we can do more than that. I kind of feel we can properly challenge for the league, that we can go far in the Champions League again. And I just think maybe Klopp's got to be careful about how he manages it. Like, I really want to see the fringe players play in the League Cup.
Yeah.
And if we can get through it that way, great. And if we go out, it's not the end of the world. I just think, you know, he's got to prioritise, and the League Cup isn't a priority. It'd be nice to win, but
I think that I'm dying for a trophy. I'm absolutely desperate for any silverware at all. But I think you're kind of right in that if you're challenging for the league, do you want those two semi-final legs in January at a really busy time? Because they creep up, don't they? Straight after the Christmas period, and you think, we're into January, we're past the Christmas period. Then they just keep coming and coming. Look, we've all talked about Liverpool's squad this summer, and that's why we're going to need a big squad, and we're going to need to use the talented youngsters that we all got excited about in pre-season, the likes of Curtis Jones. They're going to have to be used, and Shaqiri, Sturridge, they're all going to get their chance against Chelsea in the cup, and maybe that's their avenue into the first team. But yeah, that run's what we're in it for as football fans, and if you're not excited about that, then if you're sat there, I go, a bit worried about that. A bit worried about PSG.
I'm a bit worried about how we do like 3 videos around every one of those games, though.
Yeah, like our working hours have increased dramatically.
I mean, you know what I mean? There's every chance I'm getting bin bagged. Okay, well, other news, Klopp has been nominated for Manager of the Month, deservedly so, obviously great start. And other news, you're speaking about talented youngsters and stuff like that. Ajaria scored an absolute belter for Glasgow Rangers, and they're through to the Europa League proper now. Kent's obviously there as well and stuff like that. But the main man is there, Steven Gerrard. And look, I've said this before on some of our shows, I've got no horse in the Celtic Rangers thing. I couldn't give a fuck. I've been to Celtic. I would go to Rangers if I had the opportunity. All the politics, the religion, everything else that around it, I'll leave you to it, lads. But
Jeff, mad how you have to say that before.
I know, but I just see it. I see it all the time. Like, someone will tweet and say I'm made up for Steven Gerrard, and then it'd be like, fuck those Rangers, bastard, whatever. You're just like, can't you just be made up for Steven Gerrard? Because I am. That's what I'm made up for Steven Gerrard. Seen him on the pitch there last night. Big smile on his face. He's getting one of the players in an headlock and he's all excited. And he's done a good job. And this weekend it is, of course, Gerrard v Rodgers, Celtic v Rangers, and I think I'm going to have to give that a watch, to be honest with you.
God. Yeah, you always have to anyway.
You've got to give that a watch.
I still maintain, I'm like Gareth, I'm on that. I don't support either. I've got mates who support both. But I absolutely love the Old Firm because it goes beyond sort of football rivalry, and whether you like that or whether you don't, it just adds something special to that game. It's just, it's hatred, and for the right or wrong reasons. But what a game of football it produces, and this is extra special. Like, I've been talking to Rangers fans who can't speak highly enough of Gerrard. Really, like, they're so excited by him. They're so excited about how sort of how passionate he is and how motivated he's got his players. And I think last year they were sort of shipping goals for fun, and this year he's sort of tightened up the defence. He's brought in a few defenders. John Flanagan's one of them, but he's brought in a couple of centre backs that they've been really impressed with. I think they finished third the last 2 seasons in the SPL, and last season they were knocked out by a pub team in the first round of the Europa. So Gerrard's got them through 3 rounds there. And if you've seen, there's a video on Twitter to give it a watch where there's Rangers fans welcoming him back to the airport at 1 a.m. in the morning. You'd swear they'd won something. It's brilliant. It's just brilliant how excited they've all got. How excited they all are. And one of the things you keep hearing from Rangers, or from Gerrard in his press conferences and in his post-match interviews, are he keeps talking about what it means to be a Rangers player, and he's really sort of getting into the psychology of basically getting into their heads and trying And it looks like they're all running through brick walls for him, and like that's something Klopp does. He gets into the psychology of it all, and maybe Gerrard's learnt a thing or two from Jurgen. But
I think he's that type of man as well. I think he's genuinely into his footy. There's some players that aren't. I am Michael Owen, but there's some players that absolutely love football and live and die for football. And I think Gerrard's one of them. And look, one reason I want him to do well as well is that eventually, in the future, if he's a good manager, where it looks good so far, maybe he could be manager of Liverpool, and that would be absolutely brilliant. But anyway, it'd be brilliant.
Because we know that Klopp likes to do 7 years at each club, doesn't he? He's done that at Mainz, he's done that at Dortmund, and we
love him, and it's fine. It's fine to just talk about something before you don't start going, I can't believe you're saying X, Y, or Z.
No, it's not. No, we don't want that.
I like Gerrard.
We want him. We want Klopp to fulfil all his ambitions at Liverpool, but we also, at the end of it, would love for pretty much possibly the best player to ever play for Liverpool, or one of the best two to ever play for Liverpool, to come back and manage us, having been really successful at a big club. So it's exciting to see Gerrard doing well.
We haven't mentioned in the draw. The draw was so fucking boring, by the way. UEFA just need to have a word with themselves. I mean, just pull fucking balls out of a hat and go, you've got you, sound, and let it all get off. It's so bored. Like, they explained the draw 11, and it's like a maths lesson in school or something. Like, I'm not arsed. And then they're giving out awards, and you're watching some fella unscrewing a ball 7 times, Diego Forlan, for fuck's sake, mank. So
to be fair though, they did. We were complaining the whole way through, and then whenever they started to do the draw, I was saying to Walshy, I don't understand this at all. Like, how does this work? And Walshy's like, well, to be fair, they did show us for 20 minutes. It's just, it was so boring. You didn't
watch it because you're just like, oh my God, this is so boring. Sorry for messing around on my phone, but I just wanted to get this up, which is that Aston Villa are going to give Christian Perslow the job as new chief executive. All the best. I can only presume that you haven't got the internet in Birmingham, because why would you give that fella a job? I'm going to be careful about what I say, because he's got lawyers and that. But but it's just a bit of a coincidence, isn't it? That when the Americans came to town, that fella was soon out of the door. Should we just say that? And you can Google him, you can look him up, you might know. But he's a tit, and I don't know why anyone is giving him a big job, but there you go, he's blagged someone else. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, we've got Leicester tomorrow, but we're not going to do a big Leicester chat because we've done a preview show, and you should give it a watch. It's really good this week, made up with it this week. I had Mo Stewart on, I had Stu Wright on, I had Neil on doing his tactics, how Leicester might set up and how they look to disrupt Liverpool. But also we had Pete Selby on, who's a Leicester fan. We went to Leicester, we went everywhere in the summer. Filming little
bits. We're never
bits.
in the office.
Did you call me Max and Paddy before, the cheeky bastard?
Em and Sam were just
How dare you?
Em and Sam were just driving around the UK, and in my head it was just them two, Max and Paddy, just like...
I've got to sign an appeal against I've got a ticket for driving in a bus lane in Cardiff. So if anyone's got any advice how I can not pay that'd be great. But no, Pete Selby is on the thing, and he's a Leicester fan. He runs a Leicester podcast, and we had a good chat about sort of Leicester fan culture, but also like if you go into Leicester, where can you go? What's good to see? Where's good to eat? That kind of thing. And it's a good chat. And the preview show, a lot of work going into it. So give it a watch. It's out there now. There's loads of stuff on the YouTube channel in general. Click subscribe. Click the little bell thing so that you get notified when we put something new out. And of course the podcasts are all still there. So there's the Friday, what's he calling it now? Still the Friday show?
There's the Friday show, there's the Weekend as well.
City
the Weekend,
Talk,
there's the free one. We did it last night, bit about the draw. Look forward to Leicester, so give that a go. It's free. It's on our website. You'll find it on our social media channels as well. We've got AFQ tonight. We've got the post-match show after Leicester tomorrow. There's a bus full of us going to Leicester. We're going on the Kiev bus, which is exciting. And
there'll be a post-match pint afterwards, hosted by me. I'm not going because we want to make sure we're boxing the video off. I mean, further down the line, the plan will probably be to try and do the video on the road, but it's just early days with it all, and so I'm going to watch it in motel. So if you're about, come down and have a pint, and then we're going to film it in there and see what happens. So look out for that afterwards, the post-match pint. There will be the post-match podcast as well. Have I covered everything?
I think so, yeah. I think it all sounds good. I'm excited for Leicester. I think this is the way the Liverpool team are playing, and the way it's all been going. Like, we're all just so excited for the next match. The next match can't come soon enough, and hopefully another 3 points, 12 points going into the international week.
Would be massive.
Yeah.
That would be massive. I'd mentioned on a previous show that Liverpool haven't done that since 1990-91 season, start of the season with 4 wins. It would be massive to do that, so come on the Reds. That has been Talking Reds. Up the Reds.